Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're using the McGRATH number 7 palette, and I'm taking that brown shade, and this is an M507 brush from Morphe, and I'm going to pack this into my inner corner and outer corner. I'm working on just packing. You guys know from my lives, I pack on all of my colors before I blend. That's just my style. So right now I'm just packing that color on and getting all of the pigment that I want to be there. And I'm going to slowly start bringing it in the middle when I have less product on my brush. So as you can see, there wasn't a lot of like pigment there in that center because I didn't want it to be like overly pigmented. And then now this is when I'm going to go in with that lighter brown, and I'm going to start packing that on top of it using the same brush. And again, I'm just kind of packing. I'm not necessarily blending that shade out yet. I'm just focusing on packing it on. Now I'm going to go in and blend it, and I'm using an M433 brush from Morphe to blend that shade out. Working in small circular motions, kind of going back and forth, and I'm kind of going back and forth in windshield wiper motions while like circling my brush. Does that make sense? Probably not, but anyhow, you guys know I'm a hot mess when I do these voiceovers. But anyhow, I'm just taking those colors and I'm just going to blend. Now I'm going back in with the darker brown. I'm adding some more of it and blending. And it's just kind of a thing. Blending is kind of a personal preference. Anytime you're doing any sort of blending, it's 100% personal preference. I prefer mine to be super blown out. You might not like yours to be so blown out. Oh, sorry, that was a notification from Facebook. But dang, all my devices just decided to like chime. Sorry about that, you guys. But yeah, it's just a personal preference on what you want. This is an M518 brush from Morphe, by the way. Now once I have it all blended how I want it, I'm gonna take that really pretty shimmery shade with my finger. I feel like Pat McGrath shimmer shades work better with your finger versus a brush. So if you have any of her shades and you aren't getting very much pigmentation off with a brush, try your finger. And then I'm going to take her super sparkly shade and I'm going to top that right on top of it. And I like how messy it gets with your finger. Do you see how it kind of just goes everywhere? Quickly moving on over to the face, we're using, this is the Fenty Cream Bronzer. Let me pull it out of my drawer. Holy crap, I was not prepared for that. I filmed this video weeks ago. Macchiato, M-A-C-C-H-I-A-T-O, Macchiato, I think, yeah. Okay, before I was rudely interrupted by the husband. There was a bug in his room and he needed me to kill it. Anyhow, so yeah, that's Macchiato, and I put that on with a Morphe brush. It was from the Jeffree Star collection. And then I'm just using the Beauty Blender. This is the Beauty Blender Pro. It's the black one. I'm using that to blend this out. I do prefer the Huda Beauty one. Huda Beauty. I can never say her name. I do prefer the Huda Beauty one. I can't say her name. I prefer her in the sun. What is it called? Oh my gosh, Tantour. I prefer it over the Fenty one because the Fenty one I feel like just blends to nothing, which I like that when it comes to a cream contour, but I do feel like it just blends to nothing. But I did use the In the Sun from Fenty to top it, and then because I'm using so many like products, I went ahead and sprayed my face with the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. Then I'm going back to the Pat McGrath palette, and I'm going to take that dark brown shade, and I'm going to start blending it on my lower lash line. A lot of people do the halo eye, since that's what this is called, spotlight eye, halo eye. They do the same thing on the bottom. I'm the type of person, I like for my lower lash line to just be full of color. I don't like to do any kind of shimmer on my lower lash line, so I don't do it that way. But you could totally do that if you wanted to do that. Here comes another kid. And now I'm just taking that lighter shade and I'm blending out, and then I'm going to take the really shimmery shade and I'll pop that in my inner corner just to kind of lighten up that area. God, I love her shimmer shades in her palette. This is the Flash palette from Jaclyn Hill. I cleaned her before I did this. Like, I cleaned that palette off. That palette is always so dusty, and I totally cleaned it off. The lashes that I put on, these are Next Level lashes from Bold Face Makeup. I love their lashes. They're truly the best lashes on the market. And then my lower lash line is Roller Lash from Benefit. This is the M501 brush from Morphe. You're probably going to hear both kids because they're all coming in here while I'm trying to voice record this. This is why it's so hard for me to do actual videos with me talking. That's why I do voiceovers. But Anyhow, so yeah, I'm just dusting this. I highlight my entire face. If I could get away with literally highlighting my entire face, I probably would. This is Sugar and Spice from Gerard Cosmetics. Use code BRANDXO to save yourself 30% on their eyeliners are so, or lip liners are so freaking creamy. And then this is Between the Sheets from Gerard Cosmetics as well. This is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love your faces, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!